550-pound New York lawyer. They said it like they were weighing a whale. Allegedly stalked mistress, blasted out revenge porn after breakup.
Why would a woman as fine as you be interested in a big, fat, greasy, bloated, gelatin ass motherfucker? What's the attraction to this man? Plus, he's married too. What is that?
Apparently, being the biggest lawyer on Long Island has absolutely nothing to do with caseload. What was he doing? Snacking on his clients? Is this who Jadakiss was talking about when he said he had a hungry lawyer that will eat the case? Because this guy looks like, with a little salt, pepper, oregano, he'd eat both the prosecutor and the witnesses also, or at least he'd try. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the Pac-Man of the New York court system. He did this with a heavy heart. I love the New York Post. A smelly, morbidly obese, married Long Island lawyer allegedly tormented his much younger lover for years, setting up cameras in her apartment, a tracker in her car, and a keystroke recorder on her computer. Ronald David Ingber allegedly manipulated the Bergen County woman until she was isolated from her family and dependent on him, a textbook manipulation technique to get you away from your support system, then blasted out sexual photos and videos of her to her friends and family when she tried to leave. They were probably more happy that she was finally leaving your big ass than anything, she said in a lawsuit. You know what? Don't touch our Jersey women. Next time you come over here, get your 85 pounds of pork roll and orbit your way back to Long Island. You mean to tell me old tugboats can come up with all this, but he can't put a weight loss program together, a carb counter, a time meal dispenser? He looks like he's constantly preparing for a hibernation that never comes. Now, ladies, it's your thing. Do what you want to do, but the discomfort to pleasure ratio, the energy expenditure to pleasure ratio, sleeping with white Dookie over here, is the juice even worth the squeeze? He looks like he's one meatball parm away from setting up the deep fryer next to his bedside. Having sex with Ingber 52 was not easy, no. According to the victim, identified in Brooklyn federal court papers only as Jane Doe. At more than 550 pounds, Ingber had difficulty cleaning himself. Yeah, because the only range of motion his arms are familiar with is hand to mouth, causing the accuser to develop painful boils following sexual activity. At 550 pounds, that's like a 3-on-1. That's like a gangbang weight-wise, the 37-year-old said in court papers. The duty was not an easy or enjoyable one, I bet it wasn't, between the smells and the rashes. She also accused the father of two of giving her herpes. Jesus Christ. The pair met online in 2018 with Ingber Nacho Man Randy Snackage claiming he was in the midst of divorcing his wife. Jane Doe said, now you do not want this man leaving his wife for you so you can get stuck taking care of 550 pounds at 50 plus years old, doing the heavy lifting literally and figuratively. You were supposed to let him keep his wife and let her do whatever the hell she signed up for so you could get the perks of being the mistress, the sugar baby, whatever the hell it is. Never takes you to dinner and dancing, never takes you to dinner and a movie. It's always dinner and dinner and dinner. Just looking at him, you could tell being married to a man of that enormity would be nothing but a life of service. And I don't mean service in the traditional marital sense of the term. I'm talking about like a live-in nurse. And he's never gonna die. He's only gonna get fatter and hungrier, and you'll be all alone hauling wheelbarrows of chicken cutlets with pudding to wash it down with up to his room, hoping the dog doesn't get caught in between his feedings again. Ingber monitored, manipulated, and controlled every aspect of her life, even bizarrely convincing her that they were under criminal investigation in New Jersey for what? Cold cut trafficking? And that he would protect her, according to the lawsuit. Ingber's covert surveillance was extensive and inescapable, she said in legal papers. When she tried to move out or end the relationship, which dragged on for 4 years of sleeping with this mountain of a man, Ingber would convince her that he was was her only ally, even though he was actually the one responsible for her misery. That's really messed up. He hacked their devices, she said, with access to her email, Ingber, or someone acting on his behalf. I think it was someone acting on his behalf. He doesn't have time to hack all this stuff between meals. Began interfering with cell phones, enabling him to view outgoing and incoming phone calls, delete photographs, and access and delete other content. The woman claims Ingber continues to send her unhinged messages. I don't know how she did it. All I can picture is Lois Griffin being stuck in the mattress after a night of gross sex with old tugboats here, then coming downstairs in the morning to see him eating a kitchen sink full of Rice Krispies with a small shovel. She is tired of hiding from Ingber. If you really want to keep him at bay, just wear some vegetables around your neck, and desperately seeks the ability to move through her life freely and without the constant fear that he is tracking her. The accuser is seeking $150,000 per illicit image sent out by Ingber. If he's in any of those pictures, then it should go to $300,000 easy, along with the unspecified damages for invasion of privacy and intentional infliction of emotional distress. A lawyer for Ingber vehemently denied the allegations. He's not going to confirm the allegations. He wouldn't be doing his job if he did. Mr. Ingber flatly denies there is nothing flat about you, sir. Each of these patently false claims, and is confident that a full litigation of this matter will expose Miss Doe, who strategically identified, targeted, and aggressively pursued Mr. Ingber, attorney Richard Portal said in a statement. Of course, I love to hear your thoughts on this. I love to hear your opinions on this. He's not even pleasantly plump. You couldn't just be happy with having a little piece of slim trim on the side. Much like your gargantuan appetite, sir, a little is never enough.